Okay, Christina and I are going to do a little video here to show you MS Paint and give you an idea. You can't see the screen too well, and so we'll tell you at the beginning where everything is. We're using what is it, Windows 8 or whatever the heck they call it. But up here at the top, this is your menu up here with your file menu, your home, and view. Uh, each of those tabs will change what you can see on your toolbar. If you click view, then it changes how you can zoom in and zoom out. If you click on file, I think that's, no, click on home, then your toolbar that you're actually going to use to paint with will be here. You can kind of see the colors over here, and this is where you choose your colors. A lot of this you already know. We're just going to show you doing a picture, um, the steps that Christina goes through. Um, this is where you choose the size of your line if you're using a paintbrush or the pencil. That's the thickness of your line. This here are the shapes that you can use. There's, besides the shapes, there's also a couple lines. One of them is a straight line, and then right next to it, there's a squiggly line. The squiggly line you'll put on your canvas as a straight line, and then by putting the mouse above the line after you've drawn the line, and then click in that spot, it'll bend the line towards wherever you click the mouse. The paintbrushes are selected here. There's a little selection arrow right under the paintbrushes where you can choose either an ink pen, like a quill type pen, or a paintbrush, or a marker. The pencil is over here by itself, and there's an eraser, a pencil, lettering, and then next to that, well, anyway, that's the essential stuff. One of the biggies is a select button right here. Underneath, there's an arrow where you have to go in and select the shape of your selections, and that's how you like outline something that you want to change. And one of the things Christina does is she's found that when she first opens, here's the canvas right here. And if she doesn't take the select tool and outline the size that she wants and then crop it, she finds that the paint actually goes out here where there's no canvas. And so by cropping it, it kind of pulls it into the canvas. Anyway, here's Christina. She's going to start, and I'll kind of point where she's going because you can't see the mouse pointer.
Well, first I'm going up here to File, and I'm going to put in for New, which will be a new canvas. And then I'm going to do the uh, cropping, which is I push the select and bring it down, and it'll completely cover the canvas, and then I crop it. Okay, we're going to do a really, really simple type drawing with this. We're not going to do a freehand drawing. You don't have to here. There's all kinds of tools that you can use here to do all kinds of other kind of drawings with. Freehand drawing, it takes a while to get control of the mouse. So I'm going to show you a very simple drawing that you can practice on and start with. I'm going to first go up here to my green, which is my dark green here, push it for both. I usually do, sometimes you don't have to. And then I'm going to do that little squiggly line like Pete mentioned. And I'm going to do a thick one because if it leaks through, then that ruins your color. So here I go. I'm going to bring it straight across from one end to the other. And then I'm going to bring my little mouse up here. And it goes up just like a hill. Now I'm going to go over to my paint bucket. It will pick up that green that I've already got. I'll bring it down, pour it on. I've got a green hill. Now to make, for the background, I want a light blue. So I go over here, put the blue in my color squares, go over to the paint bucket, pour it on. Now I've got a beautiful blue sky. Now I want a sun. So I go over here to the yellow, put my yellow colors in the squares, go over to my circle to make the sun, and then go over to my, oh, I don't need my paint bucket yet. But here I'm going, and you can do another way of doing this too. Anyway, make a great big old circle here for my sun. And then I'm going to go to my paint bucket, and I'm going to fill it in. Now I'm going to make a real simple tree, and this won't require much of anything. I'm just going to go and get my, I'll go over to my lines here. Get my thick line, because I'm going to make just a straight up tree, a pine tree. Go down to the thickest line they have. Go over to my, I could do black or I can do brown. I think I'll do a brown. Got my brown color into the squares. Come back over here. Bring down the trunk of the tree. So now I want the pine tree. So they've got a little triangle up here in your accessories or tools. I'm going to, actually I have to go back to my green here. Put it in the squares. Bring it over to the triangle. Okay, now I'm going to make, oops, my trunk went green, so I'll have to go back and change that. Sometimes it does that. Okay, now I want to fill it in. Put it on the paint bucket. Fill all that in. And I've got the green tree, but now I'm going to have to go back and, well, I'll do that another day. It's supposed to be brown down here, but sometimes if I'm not quick enough, it goes to the wrong color. Anyway, this is just a simple drawing, and this would be brown on the, don't want to change it at the moment. Anyway, this is how you can do a pine tree on a hill. It's very simple, and it's just a first start of learning other things, which there's a lot of. Anyway, hope you enjoyed your first lesson. I'm as nervous as heck, but here it is. Bye.
And I might mention too that some of this is just your imagination, and in your using that, you can use the shapes, you can use the lines, the paintbrushes, and all of these tools. And so this was just an introduction on how you put your idea on the canvas. Thank you very much.
Bye.